Well, my friends, welcome back once again. You know who, JJ right here. Today we're going to address a little bit of an issue. I gotten emails. I know this is not my normal startup, how I do my videos, but I'm going to address this really quick to y'all so y'all understand. And yes, I said y'all, I mean you all as my community and the ones that are watching this channel here on YouTube. Now, there's a little bit of a controversy that's going on. I got several emails asking me if I'm going to comment on the videos that's been going on. The controversy between Gamers Nexus, here, I'll put my hands up like this, between Gamers Nexus and Linus Tech Tips. Okay, now, this is just going to be my opinion, and I hope my community follows along with me on this, because for the simple fact that we are a new channel. We only been on for a year, okay, and the thing is this, we're not monetized yet, so I really don't want to create waves, because of the controversy that's going on between those two. Or three, you got Hardware Unboxed, but I watch all those guys. I think they're great, in what they do and everything else. So on the behalf of the interest of the community, myself, and the channel, I'm not going to comment at this time on what's going on with that drama controversy that's going on between those guys. Okay, I'm sure in time it's going to become resolved, but that's not the reason why we're here. Is we're not here to, feed into the drama of things. And don't get me wrong, they have their reasons why. They have the reasons why they're putting it out there. I've seen all the videos. I value all their opinions. What they said. So the matter of the fact is that's something they have to sort out. That's something I'm not going to sort out for them, by putting in my 2 cents. So that's something they have to sort out. So if you're emailing me to ask me to make make a video on, the controversy between those two, or 3, or 4, depending on how big it grows, I'm not really going to do that. I'm not going to subject my community to the scrutiny of going that way. And I hope my community understands my family. Community is my family. So they subscribe to the channel. They enjoy the content. So I'm not going to disrupt that. I'm going to keep bringing the content, but when it comes to something like this is just not going to be in our wheelhouse, because we got plenty of much more content to worry about other than trying to get views and everything else. I'm not working for views. We're not monetized. I'm not working for views. Well, I am working for views. Don't get me wrong. Let me retract that. We are trying to get more views. We are trying to get more subscribers. We're trying to get more watch time, and I hope you do subscribe, but understand the fact of I don't want to put myself or my community into the scrutiny of what's going on. Now, later on down the road, if this is still continuing, and more develops on this front, then I'll say differently. But from what I'm seeing is that, the LTT group, they put all their videos on hold. They're working on getting their house together, and they're trying to sort out all the wrong that's going on. So I'm not going to be the kind of person that goes out there and bashes somebody because they're trying to make amends to it. Now, even though if they done wrong, that's their business. Okay, that's not my business. That's not this channel's business. Our business is to focus on what's coming out of these manufacturing companies, what's going to make it better for you to get PC parts and stuff like that, builds and everything else. You know, we're more focused on that than we are the drama case of it all. Okay, I'm not here to create waves in the community. And I hope the community understands that, you know, we're staying impartial to this, you know, and that's going to be my bottom line to this. So if y'all email me, please stop asking me about, you know, doing, you know, my thought video about what's going on with this controversy, because it's not going to happen. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm making this video now, is to squash all that. Not saying it meanly, I'm saying it honestly. I'm just squashing it right here and now. And as far as my opinion goes on it, I'm not going to give it. But I can give my opinion on having you all here with me and enjoying this channel, because, you know, I just want to put this point blank. Now, this is how I'm going to do this here, because I'm not going to be like every other, you know, every reviewer does their own thing. I am doing my own thing with you all, so I hope you all do understand. My testing methods are way different than everybody else's. I'd rather do the testing, take you all along with me doing the testing. This way you can see from A to Z on the video that we do the testing on. Whatever part it is, you see it yourself. You see it on what motherboard, you see what processor, what graphics card, what RAM, you know, what M.2 SSD, what power supply, and so on. Okay, so when I test something like a graphics card or something, I'm going to have my test bench. I'm going to have the processor I'm going to be using with testing a graphics card, or I'm going to have the motherboard and the graphics card where I can test the processor. It's going to be the same bit. Okay, until we upgrade and get something new and better. So for right now, I don't have the AM5 series. I got AM4 series. So we're basing ourselves right now on AM4. AM4 is not dead, just to let you know. So if you watch my video and I either do an unboxing or I do a performance video, or, you know, it's going to be on that item. So this is going to be an item I'm going to be running with at least the minimal of a month. Okay, right now, all the parts that I got in my PC are all the new parts that I just got. And it's still within the month period. I still got my Strix B550 from Asus, the B550A. I still got the Asus, right here, Asus Dual RTX 4070. If you can't see it, we tried. So I got the RTX 4070 here, 12 gigabyte, you know, and I'm still running the Ryzen 7 5700X. I'm still using 64 gigs of Corsair 3200 megahertz CL16 RAM, 64 gigs, 4 channels. All the channels are filled for 64 gigs. Still using that too. Nothing's changed. The case is still the same. Everything's the same. I'm using it and testing it as I go along through this whole period to come up with a conclusion video on what I think about the system I just built a month ago. So if it continues to run the way I want it to run, I'm going to continue to keep you guys updated on that and so on. Okay, I don't have all new parts in front of me. I don't have the Amazon store that I can just walk over and go in and pick up a part and, start doing reviews on. I don't have that kind of option. I don't have many years in this, and I do apologize for not having many years into this, on YouTube. But if I would have started when YouTube first come out, I'm sure I would be just as big as the other reviewers and everything else, and so on. So, but that's how life goes, and I had a lot of life I had to deal with. So, dealing with the process of family and everything else, that's just something you had to deal with. Now, as far as, now I got these videos to do. You all got my attention. I do I do one video a day, every day, for 7 days a week. This week's been a little bit hectic, so I made a back-to-back videos. So that way, at least I have at least 7 videos for this week, so we can move on to next week. This has just been a month of being hectic and everything else. So just to let you know, this is what I've been dealing with. Now, I'm not going to conclude anything upon the video with between Gamers Nexus and Linus Tech Tips. I'm not going to conclude with that because I've said what I had to say. And it's not going to change my mind. So, because I got other content I'd rather deal with, I'd rather bring to you all and have, a better time, and y'all enjoying listening to my videos if you're at work, because there's a lot of people that are at work. They listen to my videos. They put them on their phone and they listen while they're working, and then they're enjoying themselves. Okay. That's the reason why I go into more in-depth detail, is because there's some people that are at work that enjoy, I would imagine that you can consider it as a podcast kind of thing. The way I do my videos are considered kind of like a podcast, but I try to mix it to where, it's both. Look, when I first started my channel, I had zero knowledge of how to do the videos, how to get into YouTube and everything else. So I am slowly progressing forward to learn new programs and how to make my videos better. Okay, I've already learned the fact of how to make them 4K. Y'all should be appreciative of that, me moving the videos up to 4K. Now, they take a little bit longer, but, it is what it is. So, I do move my videos up to 4K and, trying to make everybody happy. Trying my best. But the thing is this. My method of testing is not going to be like I'm going to show you a bunch of bar graphs and everything else. The reason why I don't is because I don't have the amount of hardware I need to come up with that kind of conclusion to make up bar graphs. Because I go into Excel. I go into Microsoft Excel to make every one of my bar graphs. I don't use a computer program to update every little thing that I do when it comes to benchmarking and stuff like that. I created my own Excel program that I can take and make into a graph, which I do for you guys. I do everything manually. Yes, it's the hard way. There are some people that got shortcut ways of doing things. I don't. I do everything manually, and it's the hard way, but at least you all can understand that I am working on my videos. I don't have anybody else behind me. It's just me. Only me for right now. But maybe another year or so, maybe another year or two, maybe I'll be able to get monetized, hopefully, and, you know, be able to go up to the next best thing. And that's like build a small little store. That way I can make little shirts for everybody. If they want to go get a shirt, you know, there's a shirt. Or maybe a mouse mat, you know, that y'all, you know, cool mouse mat, you know, little bit of merch. I'm not going to overdo it with a bunch of merch, but I'm going to do a little something. So that way y'all can see that, you know, I got that going on. As far as Patreon, I don't know. I haven't explored Patreon yet. I know a couple people asked me, how come you don't have Patreon? Well, you know, I really don't have that many. I got 200 subscribers. For me to get Patreon right now wouldn't be, you know, wouldn't be everything, you know, wouldn't be. And that's just basically asking, you know, doing more videos over there, and, you know, kind of cutting away from YouTube over here. And, you know, I don't really want to cut away from YouTube here. I want to keep everybody, try my best to keep everybody here for now. You know, unless YouTube comes up with some erroneous things that, you know, that I can't, you know, we can't deal with, then we'll move the community to somewhere else. But in the meantime, you know, we're here. I've only got this channel here, and that's where I'm keeping it. You know, I don't want 2 or 3 or 500 channels. That's just opening up a new can of worms. I basically want to put my focus into this channel here on JJ's PC Builds. This is my focus. And this is where I want to focus and keep all my subscribers at. This is the channel that I want to keep it like home. And every time you see a video, I'm trying to do my best on every video. I know I'm still working on the B-roll thing, you know. I'm still working on it. I still got to work on the, you know, the programming to do better B-rolls and stuff like that. But do understand, I am working on it. Okay. Like in creation, everything's not created overnight. One person doing it, it takes time for one person to do it. If you got a whole team of people, like 120 people, hint, hint, but anyway, then yeah, you got 120 minds that, you know, you can put something together and make it great. I mean, make it awesome. I mean, you know, but me, I don't have that. I got me, and I'm trying to bring me to you all so you all can see, you know, that I'm doing mine, you know, legit. I'm doing it very legit. You know, I'm doing it as basic as I can, so this way that the new people that are learning how to build and everything else, you know, can learn a little bit more. And, you know, the thing is this. I've watched some of the reviews. They kind of cut out some of the things that you really need to know when it comes to building. Okay? And the first thing is the bias. And when I get a card, a capture card for this computer, I can plug into another motherboard, and then we'll take and do on screen. You can watch it from A to Z, how to set up your BIOS. Not showing you on a camera view, not showing you anywhere else, showing you right there on a capture card that's connected to this computer, which connects to my monitors, and bring you along for that ride. And when I do that, I'll end up going to the action screen, and boom. This is where you'll be able to see me work on that computer on the BIOS, and I'll talk you through it. So that's something to think about. I'm setting this up piece by piece to make this the best system I can. Okay? And yeah, I will get temperature monitors and stuff like that in time to where I can closely monitor all the temperatures and stuff. But for right now, I'm doing it with the software, and I'm doing it with MSI Afterburner. I have it all set down on my taskbar to where I see all the temperatures of the motherboard, of the GPU, of everything that I can pull out of MSI Afterburner. I put down at the bottom of my taskbar where I can see it very carefully. So I monitor my computer very carefully. Very carefully. You know, and I will show you how to do that when time comes. You know, I mean, that'll be for another video. I'm not going to make this a long video. I just wanted to sum up my 2 cents on, you know, the controversy that's going on. And I'm going to, like I told you, I'm going to remain impartial, and I'm going to keep the community out of it. We're just going to move on, and we're going to do our content creating and, you know, move up and forward. So there's no bashing going on here. I can care less what they're doing over there. That's their business, not ours. We got better things to do other than squabble over, you know, who said what. That's, you know, I kind of thought about it, and it's like, you know, that's something you find on a schoolyard. That's schoolyard crap. You know, this person said this. Oh, I saw the video on that, you know, and make sure you got your drink and your snacks with you. This person said this or that. Guess what? So what? You think it's going to change the price of apples? No. Just because somebody popped off with somebody's name doesn't mean that, you know, could have did a little bit more due diligence and went into an email privately and had a discussion there. And then if it didn't work out there, then blow it out onto the internet, you know. But, you know, that would have been a little bit of a different scene. And then everybody would have just been going on with their life and stuff like that. You know, and he would have fixed his problems over on that end and got his house in order, and then everything would have been fine. And then the community wouldn't have their arms up in the air. My opinion, I didn't want to give it, but I gave it. So, but anyway, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Welcome to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds and my veteran subscribers. As always, much love to you. And we do appreciate all you do by watching the videos and helping out support the channel. And if you're wondering why I say help support the channel, they're watching the videos from beginning to end. And I got over 300 plus videos. I'm not big yet. I don't have 1,000 yet, but we're working towards getting to 1,000. So when we get to 1,000 videos, I'm sure that, you know, it'll be a lot bigger. So let's figure 365 days a year. Do one video a day for 365 days. And then, you know, you get 365 videos a year. Okay. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up something I wanted to check in my analytics while I got you here, so that way you all can see what's been going on. Okay. Now, let's see. Give me a minute. We'll get there. We will get there. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you something. There. Now, here we have 38,700 views. Okay. 38,700 views. Watch time is 2,200 hours. And we got 225 subscribers. And I want to thank you all for subscribing. And as you see, I got these little bumps in here, you know, all these little bumps and everything else. Transparency. Okay. There's nothing I'm hiding. You see that it's my channel right here. You know, you see the icon right there. You know it's my channel. I have it set for the last 11 months that, you know, we got 38,679, close to 38,700. There you go. For the last 365 days, 38,000 people watch my videos, and we got 225 subscribers. So that way, y'all see the transparency. Nothing hidden, nothing going on. I just wanted to bring that up to you real quick so you can see transparency. So, until the next time in the next video, this is JJ and JJ's PC Builds. We will see you on the next one. And the next one is going to be coming up today because I got not one, not two, but 3 videos coming out today. Hopefully 3, if not, you got 2. But we're going to work on the 3rd one, so do stay tuned for that. And we'll see you on the next one.